Anyway, without further ado, this here is my Infernoble combo line that I've been working on. It can end on a True King, unfortunately, because that is the meta that we're on right now. VFD dominates all, apparently. But let's go through this, and I'm going to talk to you about the inner workings of the combo, why you're doing what you're doing, and you'll see the end board. Let's put it that way. So we're going to start out. Boom, we're going to activate our Rhoda, try to burn a hand trap real quick. We're going to use our OG Air. This is very important. OG Air is one of the normal summons that you do want to start with in this. That sounds weird, but getting him in the graveyard is very important to this combo line. You want access to Gearfried as fast as possible. In my profile for this, I actually am running 3 Gearfried. You'll see why. He's level 9. The synergy is huge. So, we're going to keep going. We'll activate our Durandal. He's going to allow us to search. We're going to get our Renaud. We're going to need a tuner, Fireflint, typical extenders. Boom, he's going to add him back to our hand. So, typically, we can either summon him from the graveyard or we can add him back to our hand and summon him, as long as we have access to Gearfried. That's one of the more important things in this combo. We'll get into Isolde. Isolde's first effect will activate. We'll get ourselves either something for the next turn. So now we have Extender, double summon to get into something else next turn, or you'll get like Quantum, Red Layer, just like anything that you can use the next turn, because it's going to be a dead card in your hand unless you discard it. Going in further, going to activate Isolde's effect. We're going to send 4. We are playing the main 4 that you're going to be sending. We're doing our Divine Sword Phoenix, Fossil, Durandal, and DDR. Keep on going. Needle Fiber. Typical stuff. This is where the main combo plays start to happen. Needle Fiber will bring out our Deskbot. Deskbot will go away, and we get Auroradon. Why? Because we need tuner fodder. We're going to get our tokens. Bring our Deskbot back with his effect. This is very important. And I can't stress this enough. You need to keep that Fireflint lady, and you need some type of level 1 that's not a tuner on the field. Fireflint lady is so important to making this combo work. Or living fossiling something level 1 like your Renaud back. It's very, very important. Bring out your Roland. Activate his effect. Use the last 2. Use Auroradon's effect. Bring out your Colt Wing from the deck. Bring Deskbot right back out. Then we go into our Power Tool. Power Tool is going to make the rest of this combo possible, and with Power Tool we will then go into a Borrow Load after, and you'll see how we do this. We're going to add either DDR or Living Fossil. Typically you'll have 2 of each left in the deck at this point, but doesn't matter as long as you have 1 of each of these cards, or not 1 of each, but as long as you get 1 or the other, you'll be able to make this combo work. You have Divine Sword in your graveyard. So, as long as Divine Sword's in the graveyard and you get 1 of these 2, full combo is achieved. Boom, we will go into our rank 9 on this side. Use his effect from the hand, bring him out. So now we have True King. We're going to Living Fossil our Deskbot back. Go into a Borrow Load. And True King. Very, very nice stuff here. Activate True King's effect, send him. Use DDR, and now you have Charles. So, it do burn one of your True King's effects here, but it brings you out of Charles, so now you have 1, 2, 3 boss monsters out, cannot be targeted, cannot be destroyed. And, at the very end, using Roland, you get a second Gearfried added back to your hand. Turn 2, activate True King immediately. They're not allowed to play Yu-Gi-Oh! You get to turn 3. Bada bing, bada boom, and that's swing for game. Oh, did I mention that you're able to make a second True King? Replay has ended. Now, we're just going to skip through this because different hands, same combo. Go through, make our double VFD. I'm not going to be as talkative during this combo line, but if you see how I play through my hand, I do have to use almost all of my resources on this. So this deck can get hit by Nibiru, this deck can get hit by the typical hand traps. It's not a tier 1 strategy, by no means. But I do find it interesting that the combo lines are still available, that you're still able to go through the motions and end on a pretty powerful board. You know, at the end of the day, that's all you're trying to do. in Yu-Gi-Oh! You want to go through the motions, make a powerful board, and hope that your opponent cannot break it. And double VFD, it's pretty hard to get through. Not a lot of people are playing Nibiru. Maybe Nibiru will make a comeback because of decks like these coming into the format. Things that want to rogue tier it out and maybe, maybe shake things up in the meta. But we end in our typical Borrowload True King. Charles comes out. End phase. We will then activate True King again. You're not allowed to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Main phase, end phase. Get right into it. Go into access code. Cloud Castle. And this is a tech that I wanted to show off. The Cloud Castle tech is very important. It's one of the reasons why I sent him to the graveyard, because you have multiple ways to finish this combo with your extra deck. Cloud Castle is broken. Every deck that is getting into True King needs to start using Cloud Castle. I noticed this from my Blue Eyes deck, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, Cloud Castle would work so good with Infernobles because, one, you're synchro summoning a shitload, and two, you've got so many rank 9s that you already play as part of the deck that you have as fodder to bring out to get True King out. It's why I play 2 True Kings in the deck too. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is a combo that I feel like is viable. This is something that I've been playing against people on here, and it's been working. Even when my combos are getting interrupted, you have so many different boss monsters and so many different ways to get to some type of an end board that it doesn't matter. They can stop you, and you don't get to that end board every time. Sometimes you just have the True King. Sometimes you're ending off in a Borrowload with Charles. But 4 out of those 5 times, I almost said 5 out of 6, but 4 of those 5 times, you're ending with your True King, your Charles, and your Borrowload. And to me, that's pretty awesome. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Infernoble February 2021 deck profile. I do all this stuff on Twitch. Links are right down below. If you want to hit that like button, that subscribe button. I'm doing a giveaway at 1,000 followers on Twitch, and right now we are at like 950. We are closing in on that number. I want to grow my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be doing more series. I have a series on YouTube right now that's going to be making me a more competitive Yu-Gi-Oh player and going from right here, which is like the suck level, to all the way up here, which I want to call this the good level, because we're not great yet. I don't expect to be great right away, but I want to get there, and we got to take steps to get there. So if you want to follow me on this journey, watch as I come up with new decks and I just fiddle around with Yu-Gi-Oh, please join me. And I love you guys. Thank you for taking the time. This is the very end of the video, so if you made it this far, you definitely were interested. Thank you again, and I'll check on the next one. Peace.